Welcome back to another episode of Save Our Black Men. I'm your host, Ike. You know, I'm the one to preach, not the one to punch. Save our black men. All right, today's episode, or topic, as they say, is a woman cannot raise a boy to be a man. First of all, I'd like for you to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you could share this, please do. We appreciate the support. Now let's get into it. The reason I say a woman cannot teach a boy to be a man is simple. She doesn't have the experience to teach them that. See, what's going on in our community is simple. When you define a man, you define strength, leadership, responsibility, accountability. That's the foundation of being a man. Foundation for women a lot of time are emotional, nurturing, in nature. What confuses our young boys is when women try to come into the role of saying, yes, I could teach a young man or a young boy how to be a man. That is causing chaos in our community. Because if you are a guy and you're raised by a single woman with no man in your life, you cannot teach your son how to be a man. Because you went to social media, you went for what you seen in the neighborhood to get your guidance. You didn't go to that man in that house that teach you how to respect your mama, how to take care of the house, how to be the disciplinarian and authoritarian of your house. Some of y'all gonna get mad because y'all think y'all men. And I understand. You think the age make you a man. But you never was taught by a man. You see, our fathers and grandfathers was taught by a man because a man was in the house. We know systematic racism, that kind of knocked a man out the house. But if you look at throughout history, our granddad, if you talk to them, where their experience comes back from? Their dad or their granddad or their uncle, that person that taught them to be a positive young man. Teach them how to treat the woman. Teach them how to take care of the house. Teach them to be the provider for the kids, the disciplinary for the kids. Teach them that strength, how you could be emotional and still show strength at the same time. But that man ain't in the house. You can't teach it. So you got a lot of men out here that think they men, but they never had a man in their life. So that's what confusing the younger generation. You got men who say, I never had a dad. Then you can't teach your boy how to be a man. Set him up in a father and son workshop so we can teach you. Set him up and let him be mentored by the 100 Black Men of America or by mentors who was raised by that positive Black male father in the house. Actually could teach some of these men how to sit down and talk and raise your kids. In our community, we think because we grown, we are men, and we know how to raise kids. That is why we are the most violent. This is why we are the most, I guess you could say, this is why we are leading the country in mass incarceration. Because emotionally, you were never taught how to handle it. Adversity, resilience, them words were never passed down to you. They didn't show you how to be that. Be a man. Because the only way you could be a man if it was another man teacher. Call experience. you get that experience in life to see your dad carry himself as a positive person. And I'm not talking about these negative guys that the mama bring into the house. No, I'm talking about a positive, strong role model or mentor to teach. If you don't have that at Save Our Black Men, we don't believe you can teach your kids because you know what's taught. Men, the foundation of advancing and mentorship is to teach your son. A woman can try and do all she can, but she still can't teach him. The experience it takes to do it, because she can't put on our shoes. She can go through the world as a woman, yeah, of course, but she can't go through this world as a man. And we know them two different animals. So, women, if you listening, take that boy somewhere. If you don't have a positive dad or male in his family, uncle, grandfather, positive, to teach him. See what our young men do now, they don't have a male in the house. They don't want to do the mentorship, so they let social media raise them. Or they listen to the mom. They are so emotionally unstable that anything could trigger them. They don't know how to handle adversity, handle emotional situation with grace, and still keep your manhood. So that's why we got a lot of kids right now in juvenile court, a lot of young men in prisons because they 100% blacked out or snapped of an emotional situation. And that comes from lack of parenting from a black male positive man in that house. And we gonna have to correct that if we want to change and save our black men. And Save Our Black Men, we are asking all the women, we are asking the men, if you never was taught, if you didn't have that mentor or that father in your house, then you are guessing on how to be a man. And I know some of you all feelings gonna be hurt on this, but this is fact. And I can tell you whether you friend, whether you family, or whether you foe or the enemy, if you're a man and you was raised by a single mom, you don't know how it is to be a dad. You don't know what it takes to lead a family. You only can guess. And that's what failing us now. Y'all been guessing wrong for a long time. So at Save Our Black Men, we want a partnership with the black woman to mentor these boys, to give them that positive male that can teach them how to be a man. Not none of these folks out here that trying to be gang, running in the neighborhood, call themselves an activist, but they on drugs. Nah, we don't do it like that. We talking about law, about good, positive, hardworking men to make a productive son out of your young man. Therefore, once he get that mentor, look at that experience, go up in life, he could teach his son. And that's how we could change it. But the way we going now where everyone's separate, we ain't gonna be able to do it. See, women, y'all do good at showing emotional empathy, understanding. But that ain't how life gonna work for a male. He gonna be put in situations where he gonna show his strength and show his emotions at the same time. And they can coexist. You just gotta stay under control. So to Save Our Black Men, we are telling women, you cannot raise a boy to be a man. Please reach out to either our organization or reach out to the 100 Black Men of America or some church or community that has strong mentorship for these young men so they can walk around and see. I can tell you When a child look at a male in the house, you may think he's too young to remember, but it's ingrained in him how to act, how to treat his mom, how to take care of the house, how he sees how hard his dad is working, right? But if you never had that, then how do you know? You can read all day. It's not going to help. So it save our black men who are pushing that women, men come together, build this coalition to find mentors for these young men, because you can't do it. And don't try to act the part. A lot of times we have women that say, I could raise them, I could teach them everything. That's impossible, because life is taught on experience. So whatever he see his dad going, he could talk about it, educate him, and teach him. But you have any question, reach out to save our black men. We are here. So, but anyway, my time is up. And as always, I got to leave you with this. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to say this. Before you go to bed, I want you to say this. I, you know, I'm the one to preach, not the one to punch. Save our black men.